tables. And the third is you can add images on these tables, or let's say logos if you want to add on the tables. Apart from this, we have the speed networking feature. So what happens over there is you click on that option and you get randomly matched to a person from the event, and you can talk to that person for a predefined period of time. And once you are done, you can either end the match or you can move on to your next match. So it's more like your speed dating kind of a feature, wherein you get matched randomly to someone, you talk to that person, then you move on to your next match, and you get matched again, and so on. So this is the social lounge. You can also, the host can actually also change the messages in the social lounge, the announcement messages, which says, hello all, thank you for joining the demo, and so on. And whatever happens at live sessions, the host can choose to record it as well, and the recordings are given to the host after the event. The last thing that we have is the backstage option. In the backstage option, the host and the speakers can be there. They can talk amongst themselves and discuss what they want to say once they go live. In case they have some presentations, they can share their screen as well and sit together, make any last minute edits if they want to make. Whatever happens at the backstage, the attendees cannot hear it, and it cannot be recorded as well. So, having said this, I'll also like to give a brief about the functions that are present in the live session. So, right now at the bottom of the screen, you might have been seeing a live indicator duration of the event. Then we have the number of attendees in the event. I'll just share my current Airmeet screen to you so that you guys know what I'm talking about. So this is the Airmeet that I can see as a speaker. I can see this live, which shows me that I'm live and everyone can see me and hear me. This gives me the duration of my current session. Then this 25 tells me the number of attendees in the event. Then we have the video, audio, screen share. We have the emojis, which I believe a lot of you just use, the thumbs up emoji. Yeah, and this emoji as well. The next is the poll option, wherein the host or the speaker can take a yes and no poll from the audience and see their results. One more feature the host sees over here is the hide yourself from stage option. So let's say Missy is hosting the event. Missy is Missy is the host, but she does not want to be on the stage. She wants to be at the back end, managing everything. She can just simply hide herself from stage and let the speakers do their work. Apart from this, on the right hand side, the first thing that we see is the sessions option. The sessions option, you can see all the sessions of the event. You click on the session, you can see the speakers there. In case you want to have sponsors for your event, you can see the sponsors logo as well here. Then you have the videos option, the attendees option, wherein you can see all the attendees present. I can search them up and I can click on any attendee to direct message them. Direct message is like your one-on-one personal conversations with them. Personal text conversations, like a normal Instagram DM or WhatsApp, something like that. Apart from this, I have the chat option. In the chat option, we have the live chat and direct chat. The live chat is where everyone can take part, the host, speakers, attendees, and the direct chat, like I just mentioned, so one-on-one conversations. And lastly, I have the questions tab. So in the questions tab, you can ask your questions that are there. And, so let's say there are a lot of people in the event, right? And a lot of messages are there in the event. And at times, important questions, they may get lost. So for that, in the questions tab, you can ask your questions. The host and the speakers can see that question and, they can answer it. And once they've answered, they can move it to the answered category. So I should declutter this area so that more and more questions are visible. So yeah, I mean, this was a brief overview from my side. Ray, would you like to add anything?
There are a couple of questions in the chat. Could you respond to those?
Sure. So I can all of them one by one. Also, this is for the attendees. You guys can also raise your hand so that you can actually come up on the stage with your audio and video on, and we can talk to each other. And then once you are done, then Missy can withdraw the mic from you and you can go back to being the attendees. So I'll just take up the questions now. First, I'm going to the questions tab. Uh, So the first question by Sarah. Sarah, that is currently not possible. You cannot have private or restricted table because this is like a real life event. So real life event, I mean, the only thing that restricts a table is labeling them restricted. So you can just label those tables as restricted. Missy, you can also, move these questions to the answered category as they get answered, right? Then the next question by Kevin. Can I stay at the table discussion if I don't want to be taken the main session? Kevin, and in today's functionality, this is not an option, but we are actually releasing an upgrade to the platform the next few days, and after that, we'll be able to do so. Hi, Dinah. You were asking about the closed captioning. That is something we are currently working upon. We plan to launch it by November. Kevin, the question, yes, you are absolutely right. The questions are related to the current session only. So you have the questions for a particular session and not globally. Blake has a question about the polling. So currently we can take, the host or the speaker can actually take yes and no polls from the attendees. Though you can also integrate the platform with any third-party apps to make your polls more customizable. The results are displayed in the percentage form. Blake has a query about the recording. Blake, you won't be able to record the table conversations because they are considered as private. So you can just record the live session. Okay, so actually, what you're asking, that is a parallel session, the multiple sessions. Again, this is the functionality that we plan to launch in a few days, along with the like Kevin just mentioned that you can choose which session to attend, something like that. Okay, now I'm moving on to the chat option. Sarah wants to do an example poll. Okay, sure. So you guys can do an example poll here. Then we have Kara asking, yeah, so currently the platform is not mobile or tablet friendly. But again, we are working on an app for it and we plan to launch it by November. Okay. Apart from this, what all questions do we have? Avdi asked me if there are a fixed number of attendees table. Yes, you can have 8 attendees per table. But there are no limit to number of tables you can have. So you can have unlimited tables in the event, and you can have 8 attendees per table. Any other queries that you have, or something that I'm missing right now?
I actually have a question, Ria. So as the host, I want to be able to go in and turn on the speed networking. But if I leave this session, will it end the session for everyone? Or is there a way for me to turn on speed networking without ruining your guys' session? Because I think that's what happened last time because I left.
Oh, so yeah. So if you leave the session as a host, it will end us for all.
Okay, great. Good to know. That was definitely my fault earlier then.
Correct. Anything else that anyone wants to ask on the stage? Missy can bring you here and you can ask your questions.
Awesome. It looks like I don't see anything else in the chat or in the question section. So Ray, as long as you're fine with it, what if we go back into the social lounge, I'll end this session so everyone can leave. I'll turn on the speed networking so you guys can see what that looks like. Ray,
Yep.
any thoughts?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys, what I'm going to do is end this session. You'll go back to the social lounge. You'll see the tables like usual. You're welcome to stay at the tables and just keep chatting. Otherwise, I'm going to turn on the social or the speed networking feature. If you don't see it within 10 seconds, just refresh your page. And at that point, you can, on the top of your screen up here, you can click to join the speed networking. You won't be pushed into it you won't be pushed into it. It's an optional feature. So I'm going to go ahead and end the session. Drop your questions in the chat if you have any more questions for Ria, and let's go test it out. Here we go.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, Anna.
Hello. Oh, there we go.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thanks.
This is so fun. This is so much easier than Zoom breakout rooms.
Good.
It looks like you're a part of Conveners.
Yes.
So are you familiar with the platform? Have you used it before?
This is my first time actually using it. We've been researching a bunch of them, but yeah, this is my first time actually using it.
That's wonderful. I mean, this is a great idea to sort of
we were pretty sure that it would be really useful for our members.
Yes. No, I like this. I don't know if you've heard of Remo, but it reminds me a lot of that, but looks a lot nicer.
Yeah, Remo was actually on our list, and we did a bunch of research, and we're like, we're going to do Airmeet over Remo.
Yeah. They're very, very similar from what I can tell.
Yeah.
But no, it's going smoothly. I'm trying to figure out, taking notes and sort of utilizing a lot of this because this is helpful.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
How are things at Andy? Randall, not Richard. Too many orders.
Yeah.
How are things going?
Good. Yeah, Randall left.
Yeah.
I actually am fairly new. I started in the midst of all of quarantine, so it's been a little bit crazy.
Oh my
but we have our new
goodness.
executive director, which is wonderful.
Who is it?
Rachinda Van Leeuwen. She's joining
Okay.
us from the Rocky Mountain Institute. So she's
I know RMI. I'm in Boulder.
Oh, yes. You're in Denver. Yeah. Or it says Denver. Yes. So she is in the Bethesda, DC area and working remotely.
Oh my gosh. Bye.
Hi there.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
My camera's off. There we go. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I actually quite like this platform. I mean,
they do a pretty good job.
Yeah. Other than the audio glitches, I mean, it seems like a pretty awesome platform, and I'm really liking this speed networking. I think that's one of the things that we've been looking for, especially because like people just get bored like on
Yeah.
Zoom. Like they just
Yeah.
kind of, I feel like sometimes they just, space
Tune
out.
out. Yeah.
I space out myself as a
Oh yeah,
as
totally.
I'm spacing out too. So yeah, I like this more interactive feature.
Yeah,
So.
and this speed networking is some of the smoothest that I've seen. Like there are other platforms that try to do it, and this one seems to work the best that I've seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are some of the other platforms that do this kind of thing?
One of them is called Run the World, and one of them is called let's see, who else does this? Oh my gosh, I have to pull up my where's my little Remo does this, and oh my gosh, shoot,
It's okay, no worries.
sorry, I can't remember any of the
Wait,
other ones that do it.
And we're fading out.
Oh, we're fading out again. Good luck on your event coming up. I know it's really soon.
Take care.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, hi.
Serendipitous.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. You know what I think we should try?
What?
Because I have an option. What would you like to do? Go to next match and networking. I was trying to ask if Ray or Missy set the 2-minute timer, because at the end of 10 seconds, can you see us fading away?
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder how that works. But it's taking me a while to get matched, and I don't know how many people are in this matching session. But so far,
it's only
people love
taking
it.
about 10 seconds for me to get matched. How long is it taking for you?
It's about 15 seconds. Then, and maybe that's just the normal. I'm not bored. There's enough on the screen. It was really easy to use. People just wonder, apart from the glitch, which they don't really understand how it happened. Like, they understand it can, but they just want to make sure, okay, it's a back end.
I don't know what took so long to get it back up.
I don't either.
That's the thing. Because it was just, what happened was Missy left. She left the session because she was trying to do something else while that was running, because she didn't think she needed to stay. So because she left, the session ended.
Okay. And then
but I don't know what took so long to get it back up.
I don't either. But otherwise, people love it.
Yeah.
It's a clear sort of application.
It's very intuitive. It's very, it works pretty well.
Well, in 9,876 seconds.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.